For the leader, a psalm of David. Yahweh, the king finds joy in your strength. What great joy he displays in your victory. You give him his heart's desire. You don't refuse the prayer from his lips, Selah. For you come to meet him with the best blessings. You place a crown of fine gold on his head. He asks you for life, you give it to him. Years and years, forever and ever. Your victory brings him great glory. You confer on him splendor and honor. You bestow on him everlasting blessings. You make him glad with the joy of your presence. For the king puts his trust in Yahweh, in the grace of Elyon. You will not be moved. Your hand will find all your enemies. Your right hand will overtake those who hate you. At your appearing, you will make them like a fiery furnace. Yahweh will swallow them up in his anger. Fire will consume them. You will destroy them from the earth. You will destroy from the earth their descendants, rid humankind of their posterity. For they intended evil against you, but despite their scheme, they won't succeed. For you will make them turn their back by aiming your bow at their faces. Arise, Yahweh, in your strength, and we will sing and praise your power. For the leader, set to sunrise, Psalm of David. My God, why have you abandoned me? Why so far from helping me, so far from my anguished cries? My God, by day I call to you, but you don't answer. Likewise at night, but I get no relief. Nevertheless, you are holy, enthroned on the praises of Israel. In you our ancestors put their trust. They trusted, and you rescued them. They cried to you and escaped. They trusted in you and were not disappointed. But I am a worm, not a man, scorned by everyone, despised by the people. All who see me jeer at me. They sneer and shake their heads. He committed himself to Yahweh, so let him rescue him. Let him set him free, if he takes such delight in him. But you are the one who took me from the womb. You made me trust when I was on my mother's breasts. Since my birth, I've been thrown on you. You are my God from my mother's womb. Don't stay far from me, for trouble is near, and there is no one to help. Many bulls surrounded me, wild bulls of Bashan close in on me. They open their mouths wide against me, like ravening, roaring lions. I am poured out like water. All my bones are out of joint. My heart has become like wax. It melts inside me. My mouth is as dry as a fragment of a pot. My tongue sticks to my palate. You lay me down in the dust of death. Dogs are all around me. A pack of villains closes in on me like a lion at my hands and feet. I can count every one of my bones, while they gaze at me and gloat. They divide my garments among themselves. For my clothing they throw dice. But you, Yahweh, don't stay far from me. My strength, come quickly to help me. Rescue me from the sword, my life from the power of the dogs. Save me from the lion's mouth. You have answered me from the wild bull's horns. I will proclaim your name to my kinsmen. Right there in the assembly, I will praise you. You who fear Yahweh, praise him. All descendants of Yaakov, glorify him. All descendants of Israel, stand in awe of him. For he has not despised or abhorred the poverty of the poor. He did not hide his face but listened to his cry. Because of you, I give praise in the great assembly. I will fulfill my vows in the sight of those who fear him. The poor will eat and be satisfied. Those who seek Yahweh will praise him. Your hearts will enjoy life forever. All the ends of the earth will remember to turn to Yahweh. All the clans of the nations will worship in your presence. For the kingdom belongs to Yahweh, and he rules the nations. All who prosper on the earth will eat and worship. All who go down to the dust will kneel before him, including him who can't keep himself alive. A descendant will serve him. The next generation will be told of Yahweh. They will come and proclaim his righteousness to a people yet unborn, that he is the one who did it. The Psalm of David. Yahweh is my shepherd, I lack nothing. He has me lie down in grassy pastures. He leads me by quiet water. He restores my inner person. He guides me in the right paths for the sake of his own name. Even if I pass through dark ravines, I will fear no disaster, for you are with me. Your rod and staff reassure me. You prepare a table before me even as my enemies watch. You anoint my head with oil, for from an overflowing cup, goodness and grace will pursue me every day of my life, and I will live in the house of Yahweh for years and years to come. By David, a psalm. The earth is Yahweh's, with all that is in it, the world and those who live there. For he has set its foundations on the seas and established it on the rivers. Who may go up to the mountain of Yahweh? Who can stand in his holy place? Those with clean hands and pure hearts, who won't make vanities the purpose of their lives, or swear oaths just to deceive. They will receive a blessing from Yahweh and justice from God, who saves them. Such is the character of those who seek him, of Yaakov, who seeks your face. Lift up your heads, you gates. Lift them up, everlasting doors, so that the glorious King can enter. Who is he, this glorious King? Yahweh, strong and mighty. Yahweh, mighty in battle. Lift up your heads, you gates. Lift them up, everlasting doors, so that the glorious King can enter. Who is he, this glorious King? Yahweh Sabaoth. He is the glorious King. By David. I lift my inner being to you, Yahweh. I trust you, my God. Don't let me be disgraced. Don't let my enemies gloat over me. No one waiting for you will be disgraced. Disgrace awaits those who break faith for no reason. Make me know your ways, Yahweh. Teach me your paths. Guide me in your truth and teach me, for you are the God who saves me. My hope is in you all day long. Remember your compassion and grace, Yahweh. For these are ages old. Don't remember my youthful sins or transgressions, but remember me according to your grace, for the sake of your goodness, Yahweh. Yahweh is good, he is fair. This is why he teaches sinners the way to live, leads the humble to do what is right, and teaches the humble to live his way. All Yahweh's paths are grace and truth to those who keep his covenant and instructions. For the sake of your name, Yahweh, forgive my wickedness, great though it is. Who is the person who fears Yahweh? He will teach him the way to choose. He will remain prosperous, and his descendants will inherit the land. Yahweh relates intimately with those who fear him. He makes them know his covenant. My eyes are always directed toward Yahweh, for he will free my feet from the net. Turn to me and show me your favor. For I alone am oppressed. Troubles of my heart are growing and growing. Bring me out of my distress. See my affliction and suffering, and take all my sins away. Consider my enemies, how many there are, and how cruelly they hate me. Protect me and rescue me. Don't let me be disgraced, for I take refuge in you. Let integrity and uprightness preserve me, because my hope is in you. God, redeem Israel from all their troubles.